I've been working really hard on the 5-day free Feel Good Flow Yoga Kickstart Challenge. And if you don't know what that is, essentially it's 5 days where I'm going to help you build an entire yoga routine based on trainings and classes that are going to help you experience it real time so that by the end of 2026, you're going to put yoga as a forefront. And I'm going to be doing a behind the scenes today, showing you what the challenge is going to be about. And it's going to be different than a lot of challenges because a lot of challenges people will sign up and they won't finish, or they'll go to the challenge and get so much information that they feel overwhelmed with all the information. So let me know if that's happened to you. And since we're going to be doing yoga, you're going to be feeling good after the class. So, by the way, hello, I'm Susanne Sherrard. If you don't know me, I'm a yoga teacher that teaches 11 live classes a week in my yoga and movement circle community. We do chair yoga, chair Pilates, standing yoga on the mat. All the classes are beginner, intermediate-ish levels. And yeah, let's jump into it. I'm going to show you my slides of what the slide presentation looks like. I'm going to talk about the classes. I'm going to tell you about the VIP, some really amazing things that are happening in there. So give me a second and I'm going to switch over to the slide presentation. Okay, so let's dive into the slide presentation. There will be a slide presentation and then we'll be doing a movement class after each of the 4 days. And then on day 5, we're coming into a celebration Q&A. So this is the opening slide for day 1. Welcome to the Feel Good Flow Yoga Kickstart Challenge. I always like to ask everyone, which person are you? Because you know what? This challenge is designed for everyone. Things are separated into 1, 2, and 3 so that you can resonate more with it. So if you're person 1, maybe you dislike exercise, it feels really hard showing up. You feel like you just don't have time. That's always a big thing for people. Let me know in the comment if you're a 1. Maybe you're a 2. I enjoy exercise, but I tend to start and stop and I struggle with it and it's hard to be consistent. Or you're number 3. I love exercise. I'm doing it all the time and I want to level up and do more. You could be number 4. Let me know in the comments too what that would be. So this challenge is geared for everyone. So day 1 is going to be the 5 steps to help you create a sustainable yoga practice that you'll actually stick with in 2026. And those 5 steps here, I'm just going to share one of them, and I'm just going to share a little bit because, of course, I want you to come to the full training. So step 2 is finding the right class for your body plus modifications. And all of the 5 steps, I'm going to be sharing stories and case studies, client takeaways, my own personal experience as well. I used to be a 1, now I'm a 3. So this story here is about a class that I went to not long ago where the teacher had all of the women with their arms up, probably at least half of the class. And I could tell that women were feeling really stressed. They had grimaces on their face, a lot of them. And one of the trainings that I had when I became a yoga teacher is women 60 plus have a hard time holding their arms up, a lot of them. So you need to give them modifications. And this picture just kind of reminds me of that story. So, you need to find a class where the instructor recognizes you, sees if you're struggling with something, gives you modifications. That's when you know they're a good yoga teacher, right? And then I'm going to have everyone grab a pen. We're going to take some notes, take snapshots of questions so you can come back later. And then I'm going to be giving everybody homework too. And they're simple, easy homework. So here's an example of day 1. Choose one of these and post in the community in the Facebook group what you're learning, your takeaway was. What movement have I enjoyed and what hasn't worked? Where am I trying to fit in or compare instead of choosing what works for me? Or what is one realistic movement priority for me right now? Let's move on to day 2. The top 5 mindset and self-talk roadblocks and level up shifts. how to create a new movement identity. So we're just going to talk about mindset focus number one. So relationship with time and priorities. This seems to be one of the biggest struggles that I hear from women. So again, person number one, I don't have time. I don't enjoy it. I'm going to put it off. Other things are more important. And a lot of times women in category one just tend to suffer and live with pain of achy pains, daily type thing. Person number two, again, I enjoy exercise, but I struggle being consistent. So there's time, but something always seems to happen. So these are real things like, maybe you have aging parents you're taking care of, or grandchildren or kids you're watching over, or work, right? So we're going to be talking about that. And then person number three, time becomes more about quantity and frequency than quality. So I don't have time to slow down and come into a deeper stretch and do beginning chair yoga because I'm more advanced. You might look at something like that. Then, as I said, after every class, we're going to be doing some exercise of some type. Day one, we'll be doing chair yoga. Day two, we're going to do chair Pilates. Everyone bring an armless chair of some type and a pole if you have one. It could be a Swiffer pole, a broom, something that's lightweight. And if you don't have that, that's okay. You can do the movement without it. Day three, we're going to be going into motivation and willpower. Those are not the same. Willpower is about forcing yourself. Motivation is having a reason to act. And then we're going to be looking at how we can set goals that we can accomplish. And we're going to be diving into habit stacking, discipline, how all that works. And the problem's not the goal, it's how it's designed. Totally, totally true here. Then we're going to transition into standing yoga, beginner strength training. You can, if you don't have weights, come anyways. That's totally okay. I've done that routine without weights, and it's a great stretch. Day four, the Feel Good Formula is a balanced approach to aging well. It combines yoga for balance and mobility, strength training for building muscle and bone strength, and then cardio for heart health and energy. We're going to be looking at the different types of exercises and how they benefit the body. Then we're going to transition into on the mat, yoga hip stretches for women who sit too long or stand too long. This is going to be for women who are able to get up and down off the floor, and a yoga mat is recommended. I'll be talking about the opportunity to join the Yoga and Movement Circle. This is my membership where it's a $20 a month membership. I'm going to talk about all the things that we do in the community. And then day five, yay, you did it. We're going to celebrate. We're going to celebrate you showing up for the whole week, Monday to Friday, and take a moment to acknowledge yourself. So you moved your body, you challenged old beliefs. That's worth celebrating. And we're going to go into a recap, what we covered over the week. And let's review what we learned, what resonated with you, where you might have questions from the week. And here's a little reflective question. Which roadblock hit home for you? What self-talk pattern did you notice this week? Where did you struggle with this? And then VIP. I want to tell you about that real quick before we wrap up. So when you first signed up for the challenge, you have the chance to get it for $7. It's an amazing price. And if you miss that, that's okay. It's only $27, and you're going to get a lot of value for it because I'm going to be giving you my top 5 yoga poses. And right here, the longevity alignment yoga class is way worth $100 easy. These top 5 poses over my 8 years of doing yoga and 6 being a teacher. The first 3 are, we're going to work on realigning the musculoskeletal system that's going to really help with the low back and the pelvis. So for a lot of my students, it really helps with low back pain and sciatica pain. It has helped me tremendously. And I think it has a potential to really help you as well. And then the other 2 poses are really good for, one of them is great for if you have knots in your shoulders or shoulder. We're going to do a shoulder alignment pose. And then the last one is we're going to get down on the mat. And I have a really great hip opener pose that I'm only teaching in VIP because I need to see you. I need you to tilt your camera down. I need to be able to look at you and say, Cindy, your arms are too low. Tammy, you need to step back further. Or, Gail, you need to bring the leg up higher, that type of thing to help you get in proper alignment to do the poses. The somatic yoga restorative poses, those are deep rest poses, central nervous system relief poses. And it's kind of like a boost of the circulation. It's really, really good. It's like internal exercise. So I just highly recommend those top 5 poses. And then you get access to all the replays, personalized coaching with me helping you through the pose. There's 5 amazing surprise bonuses. I don't want to give it away. And then the slides. So, yeah. Let me know in the comments if you're coming. I'm so excited to be doing the challenge, and I can't wait to meet you and do some yoga with you. Talk to you soon. Let me know in the comments and I'll respond if you have any questions. The link to join's above in the description. Bye-bye now.